Libra, hello. For those of you who have been here before, welcome back to you. And to those of you who it's your first time, welcome. I'm Denise, and this is Surrender to the Flow Tarot. And I'll be doing a timeless general reading for the collective of Libra. So that's Libra Sun, Moon, Rising or Ascendant, or Venus. It's a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Be careful not to put yourself into a story that isn't yours. You shouldn't just relate. You don't want to relate, you want to resonate. You feel me? There's a difference. Okay. Today's reading, we are doing an archetype reading, and we are seeing what archetype the universe wants you to embody right now. And we are using the Wild Unknown Archetype deck. And it's dope. It's round. It's dope, okay? And we're going to be using one of these tarot decks. I got two other new ones and then two oldies. The Black Tarot, the True Heart Intuitive Tarot, or the Tarot of Mystical Moments, or the Muse. Okay, so the Archetypes deck has 4 different sections: selves, places, tools, initiation. We are just pulling today from the selves. And then we will ask questions from there. And we'll be ending with a piece of advice, a last message from the universe, using the Priestess of Light Oracle, which is also new. All right, Libra, are you ready? I was going to say, are you ready for some football? Okay. Holy frijoles. Libra, 4. Why? 4. The Judge, the Warrior, they were both upside down. The Starborn and the Destroyer. And the bottom is the Crone. So we actually, I think we have some divine. This is the Crone. It was in the reverse. So there's a lot of things in the reverse for you. And we're going to see that. The Judge. Oh, the glare, for the love of Pete. The Warrior. The Starborn. This makes me want to get a tattoo. The Destroyer. This is one of my favorite visual cards. I feel it immediately right here. That gold ring, it's like it lights it up within me right there. Every time I look at that. Okay. Okay. This is dealing with the Empress parts of you. Male, female, non-binary. It's actually maybe dealing with both, the Emperor and the Empress. Definitely feels like there's an internal conflict. So let's see. We're just going to start reading. Okay, we're going to start with the We're going to start with the Crone on the bottom and see what's up with that one. Okay. The Witch, the Old Woman, the Sage. When it's in its light aspect, it's magic, clairvoyant, psychic, intuitive, wise. when it's dark, which is what it came up as, it's vindictive, bitter, isolated, ostracized. Libra. The crone has seen it all. Nothing frightens or surprises her. She's the final manifestation in the feminine trifecta of maiden mother crone. In her long life, she's witnessed endless cycles of death, sex, failure, rebirth, conflict, and regeneration, giving her the ability to rise above the world of duality. So this is what you're coming out of, huh? She laughs at notions of good or bad, right or wrong, as she has seen the earth churning, smoldering, taking life and giving life. It's like the scales, right? Being the scales. You see the light and dark immediately, equally. You can see it all simultaneously. The crone energy accepts everything in, devouring beauty and suffering with the same mouth. Using their energy to reveal hidden secrets and knowledge, her energy resides in all of us, though it is feared by most for its power and unconventional relationship with death and the macabre. Awakening the crone is dangerously rich and unapologetically magic. So kudos to you. Okay. The crone is the master of letting go and residing in what is. She rejects nothing. The crone is often seen with the crow, smoke, night, the moon. The crone has a difficulty time tolerating superficial, petty day-to-day musings. She moves away from such relationships and seeks a deeper path, even if this means a more solitary life. I don't know why, but like Facebook is screaming in my head, social media. Maybe some of you need to take steps back or delete it, or, you know, take a hiatus from it, or whatever is going on in your daily life that is like sucking the life out of you, and making it harder for you to stay in alignment. You choose to have access or not to that stuff, so you have to take responsibility for that part of it if it's whacking you out of alignment. You know what I mean? All right, so let's see what the Judges. And remember, that came up in reverse also. First, we'll show it in its upright. The critic, the diplomat, the advocate. When light, discernment, advocacy, right action, compassion. When dark, critical, punishing, unforgiving, wall building. Gandhi had an incredibly illuminated inner judge. He was a lawyer. He practiced silence one day a week in order to hone his discernment while on his revolutionary path. The Judge's energy is contagious. I mean, duh, right? We're, because I am Libra. Libras, yes, the Judge, of course, duh. The Judge's energy is contagious when we feel judged. Walls go up all around. Similarly, when we feel accepted, the entire world softens. So this is about discernment, yeah, for you, and not personalizing. The Judge has an incredibly important job. They work every waking hour of every day, helping us discern what is safe, true, and just. When this archetype remains unconscious or is captivated by fear, wise discernment turns into painful judgment of self and other. It's just illuminating an imbalance, and you're just out of alignment. And it's time to like put yourself back in it when you feel those insecurities like that. They're not real. You're out of alignment somewhere. Ironically, the Judge's energy can be the seed of racism, bigotry, and fear-mongering. This is the Judge out of balance, building walls separating from other. When the same discerning force is made conscious and healed, however, the Judge may be found advocating for civil rights causes, standing up for the underdog, providing resources for those in need, and forgiving again and again. Love is the deciding factor. Awakening this archetype is essential for the complex times we are in. Get your Judge in order. The world needs it. Okay. I feel like this has to do with yourself first, that you're personalizing things, and you're possibly in victim mode, and you don't recognize it. Probably because things happening around you are real and they're negative, and you are not in a strong enough place of alignment to be able to channel those to the direction they need to be in. You feel me? Let's look at the warrior. Remember, you got 4. Libra. Okay. When light, fierce clarity, purposeful action, resolve, resilience. When dark, which is what it came up in, threats, savagery, abandoning mission and values. The samurai, the soldier, the advocate. Be careful, as the warrior implies war. The two go hand in hand. Those who defeat others are strong. Those who defeat themselves are mighty. Without a true purpose, manifesto, or oath, the warrior is lost. What do you stand for? What are you willing to rise in the name of? Write it out. This is good. We often envision the warrior as an armored figure with sword in hand, moving blindly toward battle. Yet the deeper aspects of this archetype bring us face to face with death itself. The warrior stands precariously at the edge of life and death, trusting the eternal to guide the sword's blade. The warrior's work requires presence, alignment, and purpose. If and when the warrior loses its center, meaningless confrontations and violence are their default response. When this card appears, so that could be like thinking everyone is against you, or you never win, why are you not good enough, you get taken advantage of. Maybe you do get taken advantage of, you know what I mean? And maybe people are toxic around you. It's important for you right now to look at how you contributed to giving space to those things. What parts of you are unhealed that those things slid by. You feel me? When this card appears, it is important to question the battle at hand. It is likely a great one with deep roots and long-standing tensions. The actions you take will stay with you long after the dust settles, so choose wisely, brave one. As you draw your sword, realign with the eternal wisdom within, then surrender to the battle. Okay, I can't wait to clarify these. All right, let's go to the Starborn, which was upright. Which I feel like is a good thing, and we're about to find out. The divine child, the star child, the destined. When light, a light, trusting, vibrant, and aimed. And when dark, feeling of misalignment, loss of longing. But you are in the light, trusting, vibrant, aimed. Ooh, ooh, ooh. When this card appears, don't be surprised if you receive a surge of desire for a long-lost dream, one you haven't visited since childhood. Let this desire shake you up. Have your chart read. Study your constellated shape. Ask questions. What does the process conjure in you? Faith or mistrust? What would happen if you saw the galaxy as your ally? So I think this is saying for you to go within yourself to see what you're missing about yourself. You feel me? What you're missing in the ways that aren't actualized yet. And what are the ways you're fighting yourself unintentionally? You're making it harder on yourself unintentionally, you feel me? An elusive yet radiant aspect of the self, the Starborn archetype points to the cosmic spark of light that arrives with each being at birth. The moment the newborn crowns, whether vaginally or surgically, the royal stars above are said to constellate in a unique shape that maps our path in the world. I love the idea of that. When the head is coming through, that like the constellation up there in the cosmos is like, makes like a spiritual tattoo on your crown. The idea of destiny is controversial, yet the star is stubborn. The Starborn naturally feels a sense of destination and purpose, aiming itself toward a future that is beyond the mundane. When this card appears, travel back to your birth story for clues and insight. What did you desire when you were young? Practice seeing your life from a mythic point of view rather than as a series of logistics. Read the story of the 3 fates and envision yourself born under the stars with a unique destiny. Let's read the Destroyer. So you got the Starborn and the Destroyer. Libra, this is a lot. The Savage, the Unexpected, the Rejected. When it's light, which is what it's in, swift and precise blows that redirect our life. That's King of Swords energy. That's Knight of Swords energy, okay? Self-destruction, negativity, unwillingness to rebuild. But you are in the light. You're ready to cut that bullshit out. And get back to your roots, yeah? Get back to your seed, like your true purpose. In old tales, the Destroyer sometimes appears as a black dog. Other times it takes the form of gods and goddesses such as Shiva, Kali, and Apophis. Consider Picasso's statement, every act of creation is first of all an act of destruction. The Destroyer, the final of the 3 archetypes in the trio of existence, has necessary yet painful work to do in the world. Culturally, we have an aversion to endings, and we hang on to permanence as a signifier of success. It could also be like death, the death card. Yet the Destroyer pulls the rug out from underneath relationships, jobs, homes, and all forms of security. The Tower. It's the part of us that wants things to end. Its painful orientation is to uncover our true purpose. The Destroyer does not let us linger long in comforts, as it knows not much happens in that realm. With its piercing eyes, it seeks out stagnancy from a distance, and the rest becomes history. In the old myths, this is the moment when heads begin to roll, the ground opens up, and castles crumble. Hold on for the ride. The Destroyer has arrived. Okay, so you have all of this in you. This is all who you are. The eternal child, right? Always seeing with clear eyes, unattached, fully in the light, fully in the truth. The Destroyer, also the ability to see clearly the truth and know when to cut out everything that isn't, and no emotional attachments to it, and no judgments, right? The warrior, the person ready to take on and battle for the truth. The judge, the part of you that's able to see it balanced and make sure fairness is given. The crone, because you are the empress. You feel me? So let's use the Black Tarot and ask, what can Libra do right now to pull all these aspects of self into alignment? More reversals, my friends. The bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune and the 8 of Swords. You got the Magician in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse, and the 4 of Swords in the upright. It's balancing your light and your dark. It's taking them both. It's pulling them in. It's sitting with them. It's letting them alchemize into a fully actualized self. You've moved away from your heart center, and you have distorted thinking happening right now. And the universe wants you to call your energy back. Use Archangel Michael and cut the cords. Cut any cords that are out coming to you and any cords from you going out. You're disillusioned about love, about goodness. And that's not your nature, okay? Your nature is to be in balance, is to always come from the pure, but be able to see the balance of the light and the dark, of the shadow and the light. You feel me? And so it's time for you to retreat and call your energy back and do some clearing, soul retrieval, cord cutting, cleansing of yourself. That anxiety part's to get to, you got to address it, okay? Let's see your last piece of advice from the Priestess of Light Oracle. Just looking to see how long this reading was. Okay. Innovation, new creations. It was beautiful, right? It's you. The Priestess of the Mind extends her hands upward, the light from her palms, sending two hawks flying in opposite directions. Beautiful golden orbs hover over and around her head, marking a time of great confidence and mental activity for you. You are being guided by spirit to explore new directions of invention and creation. Do something new, huh? Do something you haven't already done to address these misalignments and the low frequency when you get stuck. Do something you haven't done before. Your invention may come in the form of a wide variety of endeavors, such as a new business, a medical discovery, a new computer game, founding of a charitable agency. Anything from a musical composition to a real estate development could be among the types of innovations springing to your mind at this time. You may even be thinking about going to school for a special degree or certification. If so, know that you are certainly capable of achieving it. So this is like taking on this, right? Your fact-finding mission. You may find yourself conflicted as you consider two very different paths, both brimming with potential. The hawks, birds of prey, and war represent the inner battle regarding your choices, but your confusion is only preventing you from taking action in either direction. A nagging voice of self-doubt may be keeping you on the fence, but note how the priestess's heart center glows with confidence. This card is saying that you now have the power to make a decision and see it through. You always have, okay? Trust in yourself and let yourself receive the guidance and information all around you. Your mind is sparkling with lights of new ideas. Listen to your heart about which path to follow. Your affirmation is, I open my mind to the pipeline of new ideas available to me now. I know I am capable of both initiative and follow through. There you go, Libra. Thank you for coming and spending your time with me and sharing your energy with me. I hope this helped, and I will see you again next week. Bye, Libra.